Hello, this is Andrea Rose from Living with Harmony. I wanted to follow up to some of our composting videos that we've posted last year. So here I am back at our compost tumbler, and this is a follow-up from about a year ago when I started putting in leaves and food waste and a whole bunch of items into the compost. Now I wanted to show you what happens. I just kept adding to the compost. I added more leaves as it got too wet, or I added more food waste. If it got too dry, I even added some snow to it if it got too dry. And to try to keep it a consistent kind of wrung out sponge texture. You don't want compost to be too wet. You could risk it rotting. You don't want it to be too dry, or it kind of gets stagnated or doesn't do much activity. So I wanted to show you what happens. So here we have the compost, and I'm going to show you inside. If you can see, it really shrunk down. Now at times this compost was really full and I could barely fit things in here, but then as you see, it's barely there. It's like the bottom quarter of the compost bin. Now as we go through this, I'm showing you that some of these items in here what come out and what they look like in the compost tumbler. So it really is a nice dark product. It is a dark product here. It has a really nice smell to it, which shows me that it's not rotting and it's finished. And this particular compost here contained a fair number of compostable bags. So I wanted to try it and see what would happen with these compostable bags that I put them in the backyard compost. Now they should go to a commercial compost facility, but most people don't have that available. So I fear that a lot of these bags end up in the landfill. In the landfill, they don't really break down properly. They don't really have the right conditions, and they actually can release methane as they're breaking down, just because they're made from corn or whatever else they're made from. So I wanted to show you that they don't really break down that great in the backyard compost either. They really make these balls, and you have to break them apart, which you can still use the compost. It just takes a little bit more work, but when they break apart, sometimes you find pieces of the bag in there. So it just goes to show that they are difficult to break down. So we want to encourage people to try to avoid bags, even compostable bags. So if you're composting your food waste, you have a nice dry trash, and you won't need to use plastic bags or plastic bag liners or compostable bags. Just get the wet items out of there and compost them. So this one backyard option is an option to compost. So there's other options as well. If you live in an apartment or community gardens where you might be able to bring compost somewhere, or maybe you have a local place that can pick up your compost, a company, or you can take it somewhere. But I just want to show people how cool composting can be. So I just can't believe all this waste from this past year, and it turned into maybe a third. This bin is maybe a third at the most full, and it just broke down, and I had so much waste in here, and I'm just thrilled. So I just wanted to show you what the other side. So this is a double side unit, and the other side I emptied earlier. And this compost, by comparison, is going to be a lot more like dirt, and it's going to be a lot looser. It doesn't have, it has some like tiny pieces of paper in here, and I did try to put paper products and things like that to see what would happen with them. So anyway, it's a lot better product. It doesn't have the compostable items in it, but as you can see, it made this whole bin here from one side that's emptied. So this is just so exciting to be able to show you this at the end of the year. I also wanted to mention that if I look a little bit different from last year, I've been working really hard, and I'm down 35 pounds. So I've been working really hard with JP, our co-founder of Living with Harmony. And JP specializes in health and fitness and nutrition, plant-based nutrition. And so I have been following JP's program with nutrition and fitness. And I am happy to say that I'm down 35 pounds or so, close to 35 pounds. And if you want to reach out and you're interested in getting your life back together, I've never felt better, at least in the recent years. I'm doing better I'm more fit than I've been in a long time. And so check out JP's personal website at foodsforlifejp@yahoo.com. I'm sorry, that's his email, but his website is johnpierre.com. So JOHNPIERRE.com. And you can reach Living with Harmony through livingwithharmony.org. And that's our website. And we also are on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So we hope that you'll follow us and contact us if you have any great composting ideas or tips or any questions that you may have about living more gently on the planet. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much.